This video will explain how to set up and use estimates. Some businesses use estimates to give customers an idea of the costs prior to an actual sale. Estimates are sometimes referred to as bids, quotes, or proposals. The amounts you enter on an estimate don't post an entry into any of your accounts. But if your bid is accepted, you can easily turn the estimate into an invoice. If you need to invoice in stages instead of in full at the end of a job, you can use progress invoicing. If you want to follow along, open the file called landworks_estimates. In the video that talked about customers and jobs, you learned about jobs and how to create them. Generally, estimates and jobs go hand in hand. Often you give a customer a bid or estimate for a particular job. To use estimates, you need to tell QuickBooks in Preferences. Go to the Edit menu and choose Preferences. In the panel on the left, choose Jobs and Estimates, and then click Company Preferences. In the 5 job status fields, change the text QuickBooks provides if you want to use different wording. But for me, they're fine. To activate the Estimates feature, click Yes in answer, do you create estimates? You'll notice that QuickBooks automatically selects Yes for progress invoicing. You use progress invoicing to invoice based on the percentage of job completion or on predetermined milestones. You could change this setting to No, but you would do this only if you always invoice for the full estimate. So let's change it back to Yes, and click OK to save the preferences. And click OK because QuickBooks has to close all the windows to activate the preferences. So I want to show you how this progress invoicing thing works. So create an invoice and choose the customer who has an estimate. And here QuickBooks is telling you that there is an estimate available. So I want to invoice against that estimate, so I'll click OK. The next window asks how you want to invoice based on the estimate. So you could create the invoice for the entire amount, create the invoice for a percentage of the entire estimate, and you could enter the percentage here, or you can create the invoice for selected items or for different percentages of each item. So what I wanted to point out here is that if you did not select in Preferences that you wanted to use progress invoicing, you would not see this window or these options at all. So I'm going to click Cancel because I'm not really making this invoice. Do I want to record it now? No. And I want to show you one more thing. When you turn on the Estimates feature, QuickBooks creates an account in your chart of accounts called Estimates. And this account is used to track the amounts. But this is what is called a non-posting account, which means the amounts do not affect your financial figures. So that's it for Preferences for Estimates. Another video covers creating estimates.